Good. Because that genre of music is trash. I could not get into it. Yeah, even going into it like later on. Like maybe I'm missing something. No. It is the same song every time.
It's not though.
But it is. It's the same song.
You know what is the same song every time?
What? No, let's hear about this knife that you're gonna twist into me.
No, see. This is where you're wrong.
Okay, where's my genre of music that you're going to bash against my head, Jacob? Come on. Come on, Jacob, do it. Jacob, you have a gun. Just pull the trigger. Don't be a pussy.
See, I have a gun. But the real question is who is it pointed at?
Alright, shoot whoever you will. Go.
21 Pilots, my dude.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Respect My Opinion.
I never listened to them.
I did.
This is a show. We have the disembodied voice of Jacob over there.
Jacob, how are
Who's
you doing? Oh? Where'd that come from?
Jacob, talking to your microphone.
Hey,
Listen to the soulful spasms of Jacob.
how you guys doing?
Oh my gosh. He's a ghost. Get out of my house.
Trying to
ghost.
noise gate his thing so it only picks him
Does it
up.
work?
It only picks him up.
I think it works.
I only want to hear Jacob's voice. Because I'm the sexiest.
Yeah, that picked up on both microphones. Preston, stop it.
Go.
Preston, stop being a bad man. So Preston,
So,
we had a week.
you did.
We had a long,
Was it
stressful,
7 days?
long, stressful week, stressful weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to talk about that because this is for fun times. This is where we talk
Why
about
would you
the
even
fun
acknowledge
things.
it?
Because, people come along, want to know how people are doing, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Want to know that,
I'm one bullet away from a Russian roulette game, kids.
yeah, it's true. So am I.
Get in line.
No. So, hey, Jacob, can you test your mic now for me, please?
Test.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nope, you're not talking loud enough.
Stop doing mumblecore.
Holy shit. There's a weird in-between on this.
All right, so it's just like whenever you want to talk, just put it up to you so people know what you're
No.
talking.
I'm good.
Are you good? Because I'm
Is it-
yelling. Okay. This is great. This is
work?
good quality
This
content.
is the worst
Good
podcast.
quality content. So Preston, what's on your mind? I'm just kidding. That's a different show.
Gray matter.
It's a different show.
That's a different show. Hey Preston, what's on your mind? You know that show that you were gonna used to do.
Some point.
Some
Yeah.
point we're
I've
gonna go
got
back.
I've got an episode idea brewing. I just haven't really got all the details down yet. But yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something with the show where we start off every week where we kind of just we talk about an opinionated thing, maybe a conversation we had, and we said but let's
Mhm.
put it on hold or
This is
something
the
like
video
that.
game.
Just drop a bomb and then we share our
It's
opinions.
the video game thing, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks. I hope your email got on there.
What do you mean?
So, I had a conversation where I not conversation. I just found out that, and I had been realizing it over time, and I've always realized it, but I've kind of been like, hey, me and Preston.
Oh, is
kinda
this
have
about me
this-
being a bad gamer?
No, fuck
That
you.
you're so much better than me?
No,
It's okay. I understand.
Preston, stop it. Not a bad gamer.
I'm a terrible gamer. I
Not a
understand.
bad Preston.
I've been a bad boy.
Preston, stop it.
I don't know what good games are.
Preston, we don't
You're
want.
not a bad gamer. You're just
Preston.
a bad person.
You're a ghost. Who? Stop.
Yeah, it's a disembodied voice.
What
of
is your
Jacob.
opinion? You have no body.
You know who else is a disembodied voice?
Who?
God.
Are you saying you're God, Jacob? Is that what you're implying?
I was just
You were just drawing
I was
comparisons.
putting 1 and 1 together. It is up to you to see if that equals.
All right. So the thought I came of is, what do
reg-
you look for in a video game?
Right.
And I gave you this chart.
Yeah.
It's game.
Which, okay, let me first say that
Let me
it's
say the chart first.
okay, but can I just say this first?
Sure.
All right. You said, like, we were talking about RPGs at first. And so my idea for this was RPGs. But this is so the 4 criteria can be it needs to be mixed and matched with different genres. I would not say the same thing for like a shooter is for a
Well, see,
RPG and
that's the whole thing about the question.
well then
That-
it's
is that
your
this question is to encompass all genres of games.
but it
Because
can't encompass all
you
genres
can
of games.
easily specify, hey, in an FPS, I'm gonna put graphics above story, or
Yeah.
hey, in a RPG, I'm gonna put
Story over
story
graphics.
or gameplay over graphics, or hey, in a point and click adventure, I'm gonna put story over fucking gameplay.
well,
But you can easily
yeah.
rearrange the list for any genre of games, and that's the point of each genre of game.
Yeah. But we were talking about
But
it as though it's a grant. It's like
it's-
a whole.
We're talking about it as all genres of game because it's what's your personal preference in this list.
Right.
What games genres do you gravitate toward?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so like
So
by
that's
the
why
criteria, you know what kind of games you more so
It-
than the
it's like a
criteria
Facebook-
matches the game.
It's like a Facebook personality test, and
Stop.
you're trying to find.
Oh my gosh!
your answer.
Stop! What are you like a mother? What is happening? Stop! No, go
No,
back to
I'm-
Farmville.
the father. Bringing it back around. to
I
that
have not
disembodied voice.
said the title Farmville in so long, and I felt dust come out of my mouth.
Probably
I have
that
not
checked out.
said that. Wow. Okay. All right. But give me the criteria.
So this is just for video games overall. No matter if it's a
Genre-
JRPG,
genre- yeah.
doesn't not
All-
genre specific. It's just
all genre.
a overall arching thing. What do you look for in video games?
Right.
And it's it's a level. It's like, what do you put on top and what's on the bottom. So this isn't me. This is just what you have to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
You have gameplay, you have music, you have graphics, and you have story. So you put those on like on a scale, like what has worked on the most,
Right.
what has worked on the least.
Yes. Okay.
Like, what do you care about the most? Blah blah blah.
All right, do you want me to answer?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like you to. Answer.
And let it be stressed that these two are interchangeable in place because it kind of just depends on the genre. But if we're talking about like what I play most, it's mostly RPGs when I have time. And I would say story is important over gameplay. And then what was it? Music and what was the next thing? Graphics. I would say graphics is on the bottom of the totem pole. I am appreciative more of when a soundtrack brings me into a world more so than like something looks nice. I would say a really good example of that's Xenoblade 2. I really like the story. Really drew me in. The gameplay's fun, but it wouldn't say it's the most amazing gameplay, but it is enjoyable. I do have fun with it. The soundtrack's incredible. There are tracks on there that I can listen to for hours and not get bored of them.
Yeah.
And
It has a pretty good soundtrack.
yeah, Morardane's morning theme is like it's a shot of coffee. It's amazing. It puts me in that kind of mood. And I'm not saying that like my criteria is solely on just Xenoblade, but
Yeah.
for what I usually play, what I've usually been drawn to, and then like there's the sub genre, and that would be fighting games or Musou games, and that's just like obviously gameplay comes first. It has to be fun. It has to be a fun game. I have to enjoy the mechanics of the game, otherwise I'm not gonna have fun with it. But if a Musou game or a fighting game has bad gameplay, it's not worth playing. Like mechanics are key to everything in those genre. That's where I'm gonna kind of like I'm gonna play this card, my Exodia, the Forbidden One, and say that that's where I draw my line. What my
Yeah.
Final answer.
final answer? It's what I said first. It's story first, gameplay, music next, and graphics. Graphics mean very little to me. It could look awful. There are some games that look absolute. Like, if you compared them to another game that came out that year, look terrible. But the game's still fun. Like El Shaddai. That came out in 360. El Shaddai was a fun game. It's not a, like, necessarily memorable as far as, like, art style. Like, it's memorable art style, but I wouldn't say the graphics are, like, amazing. Like, oh my gosh, El Shaddai's graphics. But I loved El Shaddai.
So my thing, it goes gameplay, music, story, and then graphics.
Okay. Music's on second. That's interesting.
Yes, I need a game that has good music.
Right.
Because if
I could tell you that was Vince's.
No, and it sounds like your answer.
even before I would say it,
Even before you would have said it.
No, I get that because you're very big on the sound design and music.
yeah, because if you've known something about me, I've played. There are games I haven't played, but I've listened to their soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, "Hey man, I just found the Ridge Racer soundtrack, and it's fucking amazing. Have
Ridge
you ever
Racer's
did
got a
that?"
great soundtrack.
And I'm like, I haven't even fucking played the game, but that fucking soundtrack.
Oh,
is
gameplay's
lit as
amazing.
shit. Well, it's a racing game, so of course it's gonna be good. And it's made by.
I mean that's not true. There are bad racing games.
What? Who made it? That's.
It was Namco. Yeah. It's a great
That's
ass
what I'm
game.
saying, but I need a game that plays good. It needs to play good.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to play good. I need to feel good playing it. If I don't feel good playing it, then there's no point in me playing it.
No, for sure. I think story. I think story's so high for me is I've played RPGs that are incredible. Final Fantasy VII
Yeah.
is an incredible game. As far as mechanics, how the class system works, that game redefined the class systems.
Yeah.
And for better or worse, it did.
See, my whole thing is
But the story's
Yeah.
ass.
I need to be able to feel good playing it. I need
Yeah.
to have something in the background that sounds good and makes me like want to keep playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't care. Like the story, it doesn't even have to have a story.
No,
That's
for
with
sure.
me. But like if I could put story at the bottom for the most part, I would. But there's a point where it's like a mixture between story and gameplay. Like I have a game on Steam and it has literally no story. Like there's these little cutscenes that happen. It's a Japanese game that showed up on Steam. You saw me playing it the other day.
Yeah.
It plays really good. It has okay-ish music, but there is no story and it looks pretty. And I'm like, well, I can keep playing this. It's hard and it's fun to play, but I kind of have no end game. Like the story just there is to like have like an end game sort of thing.
And I mean, like, let's be fair. There's a lot of games I have on my shelf that I absolutely adore that have no plot. Gradius. Gradius doesn't really have a story. If it does, it's flavor text. You know,
Like-
it's not really there, but it's a fun ass game.
Yeah, but
I'm like going to what Jacob said. It's a Facebook test. What is important is showing what we are playing the most of.
yeah.
For example, you play a lot of like difficulty
character action
games.
and fighting
story's
games
not
and things
important
like
with
that.
character action. It's not. It is. It is. What's up? You said something.
Do you have something?
You have
to add?
something to add to that?
I can list a character action game with story.
No, and there are some. There's quite a few. It's just a lot of them aren't that
interesting
or even like good.
Yeah,
Like they're kind of goofy or they're
over the
they're
top.
silly. Like I mean, look at Hideki Kamiya's work. They're
Like
very over the top.
Vanquish, Bayonetta, the DMC games, Rising Revengeance.
Hey,
Yeah.
those are the best stories I've ever heard.
I mean, Bayonetta has 3 endings, and I gotta say, by the 3rd ending, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, like some of my favorite games are like Dark Souls, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Mhm.
I've played DMCs, but I never beat them. Just on, I don't have the willpower because I'm like,
It's okay. I'm not gonna ZZ you.
he's not here. You can't fight
She
him.
can't. She can't fight me.
Have you played DMC?
I want to.
Oh, DMC.
No.
Play-
I know what you're talking about.
Play
I want to.
play the director's cut.
Okay, so
Don't play the original.
have you ever like what I mean by played is like have you touched the
Yes.
No,
no
I want to.
never
Wait, are you talking about DMC the
The
shitty
reboot.
one?
the shitty one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play that one.
Have you touched that?
Play the
one?
director's
No,
cut.
I
Have you
want
ever-
to.
Never at all touched the shitty version of DMC.
No.
I have.
All right, then I guess you haven't.
Yeah, I really want to play it.
Because I was gonna say if you touched it, played it.
I want to play it on the sheer fact I want to, because some people say the gameplay's okay, but
It's watered down.
yeah, some
It's
people,
very simplistic.
I feel like it would just be a mindless like press 2 buttons and
It-
watch things happen.
It's not
It's
exactly
Ninja
press
Theory.
two buttons.
It's like press one button.
it's no.
Because
You
you
can
can just
press-
shoot and you can do like infinite combo breaks.
I mean, you can. It's an easy version of
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
Yes.
Now, let me put it this
it's
way:
DMC for babies.
the only way I found
DMC for
DMC,
babies.
the only way I found DMC, because my younger sister picked it up from GameStop and said, "I want to play video." So she
What a
picked up-
way to start.
She picked
Yeah,
up
the
DMC.
game where our hero kills the villain's wife.
Aborts a fetus.
Yeah, and talks about how he kills the fetus and enjoyed killing the fetus of this pregnant demon wife.
It's great.
Yeah,
Good video game.
Yeah, they
Hey,
cut that
kids.
scene out in the director's cut.
I want to play the original just so I can see that scene.
I
I want to do a let's play of that game.
it
That
is so edge and dumb. It is the dumbest, edgiest thing. Yeah, I know y'all are gay
Well, it's, yeah, like some of my favorite games.
or edgy.
Not just that. Well, yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, in all fairness, I like
Best story.
edgy. Gungrave.
Kingdom Hearts, the Metal Gear series. I'm 5.
Metal Gear's not edgy.
No, but I'm saying these are the games that I like.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but the thing is with Metal Gear is it has a good mixture of a good story mixed with
goofy.
amazing gameplay every time, because each time Kojima made a new Metal Gear game,
Made a
at least
different
Solid
game.
it was different controls each time. Not
Mhm.
different controls, but like a different gimmick or a different thing that changed
Yeah.
the game. Like Metal Gear Solid 1, it changed like stealth games by adding like the camera with the cone and like
Mhm.
a whole bunch of little neat things you could do, like with the cigarette lasers and like just like kind of that in-depth stuff that kind of just like made
Yeah.
things. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. MGS2, you're playing a different character. Raiden plays vastly different than how Snake plays. There's new camera controls, and also they took the Soliton radar isn't exactly the same. You have to go find the terminals to activate them.
Yeah.
And also added the sword combat in the end of the game. That's different.
And
And
MGS3 had the survival system.
the best system in a video game ever.
Do you know how many people hate that system?
I love that
I
system.
love that system too. I love that system.
I think it's because people are like, I don't want to have to put upkeep. It's like, no, it's dumb and fake, but it's realism.
Yeah, no, I loved it when I first, because I remember when I first played MGS3, I was like 15 or 16, and I remember like finding out all this stuff, like how to take care of yourself. I was like,
Yeah.
this is really in depth.
And then MGS4, it's a third-person shooter, and Hideo Kojima's like, you can play it like a shooter, but you can also play it like the old school games and do it stealth and
Yeah.
do all the and they like took every system from every game and just
Hodgepodged
put it in there, and it's like
Yeah.
your what the hell, your radar runs on a battery, but it does all these different things, and you can buy weapons now, and you can we have better combat now, and it's more about shooting things, and it's better to shoot things. And then it's like,
It was almost like the SOCOM of Metal Gear.
yes, that is no this I feel like the SOCOM of Metal Gear was Peace Walker.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, so and then there was Peace Walker, which was like multiplayer, and then there was the other the Portable Ops, which isn't canon, and then there was the new games, and then Rising Revenge, and just like every time it was just a reinvention of gameplay, and then kind of keeping that same goofy but interesting story.
Yeah. And 5 was
Wasn't
Grand.
there
Was,
some kind of like interview about him?
Gotta speak up, boy. Gotta speak on that mic.
The director
Kojima.
knows, yeah, he knows how to like ace a game in a way to where it can be super serious, but then like then silly happens to kind of lighten the mood, so you're not stressed out about the game.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
but didn't he later on, like, why 5 has such a different tone is because he wanted it to be like a serious movie more so than the goofier hijinks of
yeah,
the
he
previous
wanted
games.
because he hired a whole bunch of people, movie directors, to help him work on it. And
Right. No, I
and
remember.
then,
I mean,
like,
wasn't
that's why he got
Del
Kiefer
Toro
Sutherland and all
and
those people.
Oh yeah.
To
Kiefer.
work on it, and it's like, yeah, we kind of.
Which kind of sucks because Kiefer was kind of okay.
He was alright.
He was alright. He was doable.
I hated it, and then I was like, it's fine.
It's fine. No, yeah, I don't hate it, but it was like, oh, okay.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
Still kind of sucks that they didn't even try to get Hater in
Well,
there. at all.
he doesn't like Hater, which is the saddest tragedy.
Wait, so Kojima
He
doesn't
does
like Hater
not
at
like
all?
him. He made him rehire every time. He made him audition every time. He does not. He didn't like David Hayter.
So, Jacob, now that we've said our piece. Oh, and just mine is gameplay, music, story, graphics. Go.
Jacob.
Mine is gameplay, story.
So
the-
mine, but reversed on the first two.
Or almost Vince's.
Almost.
The nice in between.
You're like the cream
I'm the
filling in our
moderator.
Oreo.
I love how no one knows what Jacob. Well, he showed up in the last podcast. He poked Chad. So people just imagine that boy talking. So I just realized when we're just sitting here going like, listening to him, it's just like a ghost voice talking because there's no camera on him.
Yes.
He's our DJ.
Yeah.
No, it's a gameplay because I want to have fun playing the game,
Right.
of course. Gameplay that challenges me to think, or gameplay that is difficult, where it's similar to like Vince's appreciation for Dark Souls games like that, where like I know I can beat it. I know if I do this
True.
just a little bit better, or I know if I tried a little bit harder, or if I change my strategy just a little bit, I can beat it. I can do it.
How do I help you?
Kill yourself.
Which fight with
Slit your
Riku?
goddamn throat.
Which fight with Riku?
Shut your mouth. Don't ask.
Oh, is it the one
Don't
with
ask.
the really awful
No.
cutscene that you have to watch over
No,
and over?
don't
ask.
You motherfuckers.
I'll tell that story after you.
But
That's a great.
a gameplay that makes me want to keep playing.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep.
But okay, here's my only argument because I see some of the games you've played, like Shadow of a lot of the games where I look at the gameplay, I'm like, that's
Well, maybe he doesn't find it boring.
well, that's true. So do you feel like find those games interesting?
Shadow of Mordor is. I enjoy the gameplay with that one, not necessarily for the overall gameplay, but the world mechanics. My autism kicks in, and I have to dominate every single orc, or I have to
Oh, you do the thing I do in Skyrim where I just fucking well, I'm scum. I do this in Skyrim. I just want to have fun. I don't like that game that much, but I will put it on. I will put God mode on. I will give myself all these stats, and I will just go around and
kill
complete all the
everything.
quests and just live out this role play in my head that I'm this badass. I did that in Oblivion. I do that in Skyrim, just so I can just go back and like go through it again.
It's the best way to play those games because they're objectively okay.
Like I beat Skyrim legitimately and I beat Oblivion legitimately.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go back
No,
and do
and
that
do it
all
again.
over
No,
again.
no.
I do it for Oblivion.
Oblivion's fun. Oblivion's awarding in your actions. Skyrim's just like, look, you gotta get your XP. You did leveled up in the thing. Look, here's a skill chart. Here's a skill tree.
Build
And they
500
did-
iron daggers.
They literally did a better
That doesn't work
leveling
anymore.
system.
doesn't work.
Dude, it hasn't worked since like the second year.
It just, man, talking about when I first started playing.
Oh, the
The smithing dagger thing
Yeah.
doesn't work since like
Wait,
Year
what,
two.
What did they take? They stopped.
they just fixed the bug.
All right, whatever.
So like Iron Daggers was supposed to give you like at level 1 it was supposed to give you something like 15% level at level 1.
Oh, I know what you're talking
but
about.
see the thing
okay,
is
shut
that
up.
the
Yeah,
Iron
yeah,
Dagger
yeah,
would
yeah.
give you 15% for
I know what
any
you're talking
level.
about because I've played it since then. That like your smithing stops going up,
It
and you need to start crafting with better items.
diminishing returns.
Yeah. Anyways, you go.
So yeah, gameplay. Shadow of Mordor autism. Yeah, with like Shadow of Mordor, it's my either completionism or just my need to just
Never been much of a completionist.
perfectionist, or I can do weird shit in Shadow of Mordor. But second being story. If the story is captivating, if the story makes me want to come back, or like hey, there's a secret and that we haven't
secret
told you.
ending. It's a trailer.
It's a
to another
surprise.
game.
It's a surprise.
Beat it on the hardest mode, and you get a 15-second trailer for something that'll come out 3 years from now.
Is that Birth by Sleep?
That shit gets me hard.
I remember when I thought
Sequel-
Birth by
I
Sleep
am-
was 3, and
I remember thinking that too.
I have said it many times before. Sequels are my weakness. Because if a game has a
Dangerous, bro.
sequel,
Dangerous.
if a game has a sequel,
Dangerous
sometimes I
dudes.
won't be interested in a game, and then they come out and they're like, "Hey, this game's getting a sequel." I will buy that game to see what the sequel is.
And
I've
that's
done it
why
before.
I bought every Final Fantasy 13.
And that's why I've bought every Kingdom Hearts game.
I am so sorry.
I've beaten all of them except for Chain of Memories, because Chain of Memories is trash.
In Memories is trash.
But I have Chain of Memories on the Game Boy and the PlayStation 2.
okay. I'm gonna break my code of honor.
Yeah.
I just said for video games for Chain of Memories. So because there's a version of Chain of Memories where it plays like Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
There is a version of it that plays like Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm pretty
Bullshit.
sure.
What?
There's a version of Chain of Memories where it
Where
plays
you
like,
don't have cards? as
yeah,
your
where you don't
type?
have cards.
Fucking
I've
find that.
never seen it.
Either I am high.
I think you're high.
I think you are. Because we got three versions of it. We got the
Game
GBA
Boy
game,
version, the PlayStation 2
the
version.
PlayStation 2 version, and then the up-res PlayStation 2 version for the PS3. And then the PS... Okay, screw it, 4. But they're all the same version. There's nothing added to it, except that it has the dumb gameplay where you use cards. I would say, if anything, I guess the GBA version
It's
is
the easiest
a little
one to
better.
play.
Who's the lightning chick?
Laxrin.
I couldn't get past her in the GBA.
Hmm.
I was under leveled.
Why do you
for
know
the world.
do you know all the organization?
Let's see if I was right. I don't. That's not how you spell it.
Because I remember like 3 of them by name, and they're like, my name's Zalanor. And
I
I'm
can
like,
tell you.
Oh?
I can tell you their face and their powers, but
Yeah,
I can't tell
Laxrin.
you their.
names.
Or
Their names.
Larksiny.
Well, I know
Larceny.
Story isn't y'all's number one. Like,
I'm looking at it right now.
Larceny.
Larceny.
Larceny. Larceny sounds good.
But yeah, story.
Canonical name Larceny.
Story is my second because
I
if
think I
it's
can name them all.
if the story's interesting,
No, I
I'll
can't.
stick around.
There's 2 I can't name off the top of my head.
That's more than me.
3. It's the guy with the shield, the guy with the book, and the guy with the big sword. Off the top of my head.
Love the big. Because I love his weapon. It's a hammer sword. Big.
I can Sigvar, Demix, Jian, who
Fucking, she's not even a member.
Oh, she's technically a member.
She's
Who's
not.
Shion?
She's
She-
14.
I don't.
She was
Wait,
technically a
I don't
member.
remember Shion.
No,
Just
because
keep
she
it-
was never a member.
Oh my gosh! Can somebody tell me who Shion is?
Ha ha ha! Funny joke. You're so funny. I love the funny joke.
Fucking.
Hey,
Zeldin.
I liked.
It's Zolden.
Axel.
By 2 days.
Zeldin.
Zolden.
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 I thought it was
Axel,
Zolden.
Alexia.
Or something.
Alexia.
Alexia. Zemnis. Red Rocks is yes.
Memorize this. Gotta memorize.
Got the organization memorized.
Got the memorize. Oh, so fun.
Hey,
There's a lot of funny jokes going around.
hey.
I think that's everyone. I think that's all the
Dance, water, dance.
Stop. Actually, stop.
Dance, water, dance.
There's a guy that's voiced by Kirk Thornton. I can't remember his name.
Dance, water, dance.
Stop him. Stop.
I'm gonna punch you. All right.
A 5-year-old.
Luxord. Fuck.
Fucking got him.
Syx. That's his name. That's Kirk Thornton.
Alright.
So third being
It's your word.
music, because a memorable music really immerse you into the game.
Oh yeah.
When a boss battle comes on and you don't even, like, in the moment you don't hear the music, but you're just so into the boss battle, and then later on the music starts playing on like a video game store or some shit, and then you just get goosebumps and the hair on the back of your neck stands up and you're like, oh
Like-
fuck.
Like Shion's final form,
Uh
where it plays her theme. And it's
but
Oh!
when music from a video game is played out of the video game, and then you just get emotions and you don't know why, and it's like good video game music like that, just that brought you in and keeps you in,
Yeah, no, I get that.
can bring me back to a game
True story.
like Skyrim.
True story. When I beat Final Fantasy 15.
oh,
I think a day after ZZ had Stand By Me playing.
the original or the Florence and the Machines one?
The one that
Hey, I haven't beat
that's
it.
in the game.
Florence and the Machines.
I haven't even
Yeah.
got halfway through that game.
I burst into tears.
Hey, you know when they talk to the report guy to get the ticket for the
Yeah.
ferry? I just passed that part.
Holy crap. The game's only 20 hours.
But
Do you understand? I put 20 hours before.
Oh, you
the
did all the
first story
side
message.
questing.
Not only did I do the side
I
questing,
did the
I
same thing.
grinded.
No, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
Hammerhead.
true.
I do that with Xenoblade
How
right
about
now.
Yeah.
And then lastly is graphics.
Yeah, dude.
Graphics.
The people that irritate me in the store is like, are the graphics, good? And I'm like,
gameplay,
no.
story at the bottom. Fuck music. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, like what's even music? No, guys were like graphics. That's
Graphics?
the
Hey,
key.
guy-
And I'm like, but the graphics look so good. I'm like, yeah, but the game looks like bad,
I don't mean to
actual
s- I
bad.
don't mean to stop you guys, but do you remember when Halo music was good?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Remember
about?
when-
Was
Remember when Martin O. McDonald, was his name?
are you talking about like
McDonald?
Like
the
Halo.
good music is no
Halo-
longer good, or
No.
it no longer comes out with good music?
I mean, it comes out with like Member Berries music.
Because
Martin O'Donnell.
Halo
Halo had
through-
great music. Halo 2 soundtrack's incredible.
I think he stopped doing music after.
Isn't it
4
like now
or
it's just like
3?
remixes or
I
whatever?
think it was 3. He stopped
No.
doing music.
that was 4.
4. He stopped doing after 4.
No, 4 was the remixes of
Yeah.
So he stopped. He wasn't hired on for 4.
probably.
Yeah, and they just used
Because I remember
assets.
he did Reach, and I remember he did
Reach is my favorite.
ODST.
The
I know he
best
did the
one.
side game.
ODST was really
And I-
good.
ODST is the best one.
I'm gonna put it okay.
ODST underrated.
it's
list-
so good.
List of Halo
Continue
is
on graphics before we get to this Halo talk real quick.
I'm not even a huge
List-
fan of Halo.
list
I
of
just
Halo
really
would
like
be-
the
No,
games, dude.
Finish your talk about
graphics. Graphics.
We'll talk
are-
about Halo. God damn it.
graphics can make a good game great and a bad game
bad.
bad.
Or
My favorite Halo is Dead or Alive 4.
oh fuck!
that took you a minute.
Do you get it?
I can assume.
There's a female Spartan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
playable.
Yeah.
Because
I've seen that.
yeah, it was Microsoft.
Which one was the Arbiter in?
Oh,
Arbiter.
it's 4.
Is the Arbiter in 4? I know he's in Killer Instinct.
Oh, as playable. No, he's in Killer Instinct. I don't
Is
think
he only in Killer Instinct?
He's only in Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best Halo game, Halo 2.
Halo 2.
Second best.
Oh, Halo 2 is the best. Yeah.
Second best.
No, I'm just saying as far as favorites as story,
Second.
ODS.
Well, that's because ODST was the only one with story.
Well, 2 ends on like
Reach
literally
has a good story.
Reach has
No,
the
Reach
second
is a
best
great story.
Okay, so it's
I
Halo
agree.
2. It's Halo 2.
I just really liked ODST.
then it's Reach because it's nostalgic for me.
yeah,
and then it's
dude, that
ODST.
ending is harsh.
Dude, Reach
It
was
hurts.
good.
Final mission. Survive.
Yeah, and then you just die.
Final
You
mission.
can go on.
Oh, I know.
for a while.
No,
I know.
No. It literally gets to the point where it just goes, all right, no, and then it just cuts to the cutscene.
Isn't it like 45 minutes, 50
And he
minutes, and
takes
then
his
it
helmet
cuts?
off, and then cutscene.
Yeah, something like that.
Like his thing gets messed up so much that he has to take his helmet off.
No. He takes it. Well, I guess when you die, he's fighting elites,
Do you-
like super high level elites. I forget what the highest
Yeah.
level was called.
They were,
Like
they were
Zealot.
the special
Like
elites
Zealot or
just for
something.
that game.
But he takes
game also-
his constantly throughout that mission. The more damage you take, your shields don't recharge,
Right.
and your helmet
Yeah.
starts to break
right.
and
Yeah,
crack,
yeah.
and you get like bullet holes in it. And at the very end, he takes his helmet off and he's fighting elites. And
Do you
then
get that regardless of if you die or not, or is that like you went through the whole thing and didn't die, but you died?
You have to die.
Fuck. Okay, well, no, I know
The-
you have
the
to
mission
die.
doesn't end until you die.
Right. No, I know that.
that's such a good. That's
It's such a
good
great
moment.
ending.
Doesn't it say final mission or does it say
It's lone wolf.
Yeah.
mission update or like mission update survive?
No, it's just you. There's cutscene.
It's great.
There's cutscene, and then the cutscene ends, and then the mission starts.
Were you ever one of those awful people who looked at Halo Reach and ODST and went, "Those aren't good because they don't have Master Chief"?
No.
Master Chief
Reach,
to me is a nothing character.
Reach was the first game I played, basically on Xbox Live with friends.
Right.
So Reach holds a special place in my heart.
It's a good game.
It's my favorite Halo game.
Okay.
But I can still acknowledge that 2 is better.
Oh no, 2 is better just on like gameplay,
Um,
and also that multiplayer is incredible.
but
Yeah, it's current objective.
survive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
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 love Reach.
I don't see. Didn't ODST get like this negative response?
ODST
Hey,
got that
Reach
negative
did-
response
no,
because
Reach
you
did
were
too.
because it was harder and you were an ODST and not a super soldier.
Yeah, no, Reach did the same thing. People just hate on it because Master Chief wasn't in
Because
it.
Master Chef.
But he was in it because in the cutscene with Jamil, if you do the thing when it's taken off and you hold the stick over and you can clip into the ship and see Master Chief's tank, he was in the game. And if you beat it on Legendary, you get 15 seconds at the end.
You're a faggot.
Fucking got
I
him.
I can we all acknowledge that 345 333
343.
1, 2, 3 studios.
1 2 3
1,
Studios
2, 3 skip to my loo, my
revolutionized
duckling.
the plot by making Cortana the villain.
But
It was dumb.
But he was supposed to die at the end of 3 because that's how the book goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets eaten by the explosion.
Yeah, I was happy when he just took the
Died.
ship and disappeared, and I was like,
That's a satisfying end.
That's
how you end
Master
it.
Chief's end.
Yeah.
Halo's done. Reach, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, because
And
they're all
then-
side plots. They were all side
Yeah,
story
and I was
stuff.
like, okay, you guys can do this. And then Halo 4.
that's not Bungie.
Excuse me?
Wait, what did 343?
No.
They did the remasters, and then
And they were
and then
terrible.
Microsoft was
Hey,
like,
Didn't they also
okay,
ruin the remasters to an
okay.
extent?
yes,
Okay,
Hmm.
Combat, like the remasters, Combat Evolved remasters. I really like that.
No, Combat
It was
Vault
good.
Remaster was Bungie.
No.
No,
Wasn't
it
it
was
no,
343.
Oh, it was
it was
343
They
as
were
well?
Microsoft handed it to them.
And
Okay.
okay, the remaster of Combat Evolved was good.
Okay.
I liked that.
Do you like the updated graphics?
No, I'm talking about the Xbox One
I liked
release.
the updated graphics. I also liked how they gave us the original graphics at the
Oh,
push
they
of a
ruined the
button.
servers. The servers were messed up. That was what was up with it because they were like,
multiplayer
Halo
was
2
trash.
server is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be back. It's gonna be everything you remember. It was like awful.
Didn't they say dedicated servers and all this shit, and then
And it
it
wasn't.
just didn't work?
Yeah, they just didn't work.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
was-
if it's still the case.
I
but-
think they fixed it after a
Yeah,
while,
but,
but like, the hype behind it was
broken
gone.
on release, and it really crippled
Yeah,
its
the
sales.
hype behind it was gone. Hey guys, remember?
Forge mode on Reach was the best.
Man, that fucking Forge mode helps Rooster Teeth become a
Forge mode
Outside
is
of Red
what
versus
made
Blue.
Rooster Teeth a channel.
even
Rooster
though
Teeth
there was
wouldn't
that
exist
thing
without
called Red
Forge.
versus Blue that existed.
Season 1's still the best season because it's the funniest.
I stopped carrying. I already told you where I stopped carrying.
Yeah,
I stopped carrying
4?
when
Hey, who
Five?
watched
No,
all the way to
no.
season 15?
Oh my god.
I stopped carrying, but kept watching when Monty Ohm started doing all the animated.
Oh
segments.
right.
Because I thought it was interesting, but I was like, why is this plot of this goofy internet show getting
Getting
so
serious.
goddamn serious?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I was just like,
I think all the best jokes were in season 1.
I wanted it to keep going down the
It's the one
rabbit
that made
hole
me
with the
laugh the
time travel
hardest.
and shit. I wanted it not necessarily keep going
Why do you want
toward
the
the path of time travel, but like keep going down this rabbit hole of bullshit.
you want this goofy animated
Because he
little
wants
show.
to watch
Because
the
I
world
wanted to
burn.
get goofy in a different way.
Like anime.
I mean, that makes sense. I stopped watching Ruby and I'm probably gonna go back. Well, it's all done, so I'm just probably.
I stopped watching Ruby after the 3rd episode because I looked at it and went, I don't like this.
So here's the
It's
thing
bad.
with me and Ruby. It's
It's a hateful relationship.
it's like a worse Steven Universe for me. Because there was a moment where I liked Steven Universe and I was like, I can't wait to see where this goes.
Mm.
Oh!
And with Ruby, isn't it just can't wait to see where this goes?
It's I can't wait to see where this goes, and I hope it gets better.
It's watching a train wreck. You can't look away.
Here's my thing about Western animation studios
Trying
going,
to
look,
do
anime. And I would say France is immune to this, even though they're not Western.
France
Hey.
does it good.
France is immune to it.
France is
good.
Western. Europe is Western.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
then
no,
France is immune to this.
France is immune to the
Western
plague
cure.
of-
Of this,
Hey, Seven
I would
Deadly
say,
Sins was enjoyable.
Seven Deadly Sins was in Japan.
It was
based-
animated in Japan.
It was anime in Japan.
We're talking about
I mean, it's anime in
animation.
South Korea, like everything else, but it was
Oh.
no. I would say
I was lied to.
like things like Avatar and Ruby and like it's not.
Avatar.
It's
was
not
good.
bad.
Avatar
okay.
was
Hold
a
on.
classic.
Hold on.
He has
Let
a di-
me
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Correct opinions here.
It's not bad. I've watched a bit of Avatar. It's not a bad show. But when you
You'll kind of
have
appreciate it
and
because you didn't finish it.
Oh my god, he finished it.
I'm just kidding.
I will leap over
Go back
that
to the
table.
Hey,
go back to things.
That
can't-
switch is mine,
you
boy.
can't-
You remember whose house you're in.
you can't kill me. I'm disembodied.
Woo! But what I was gonna say is I always had the problem. I always had this problem getting into things like that Western where it's like, look, it's anime, but it's not because your dad made it. I always had a problem with it because I had been spoiled by like Robot Carnival and Ghost in the Shell and Akira and like
0080.
Gundam, yeah, like 0080, 0083. I Yu Yu Hakusho, Wing, Z at the time was a huge
Gundam.
influence on me. G Gundam, like I had watched all these shows, varying genres, varying tastes, and you watch Avatar, and for the most part, Avatar is very basic. It is the hero story.
Yeah, the thing with Avatar is that show came on.
Oh yeah,
Life or
I saw it so late that it was too late for me. And I just do not understand. It's now more than ever I do not understand. Like Avatar I kind of got when it came out. Anime wasn't necessarily as popular as it
Yeah.
is now. It is mainstream just about, and it's kind of scary.
yeah, just like where K-pop's getting to that point right
Yeah,
now.
K-pop, we walk into stores and go, "Oh, you like BTS? Oh, you like Twice?" I'm like, but
K-pop's about to hit that.
oh yeah.
Like K-pop's one of the few things I'm after getting
You're
into
eager
whatever
for
this-
it to be mainstream.
I'm like waiting for this critical mass because I'm like, this is the one of the few things I want to see get popular.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not just like how anime is like, oh, look at all this talent over here. Because a lot of anime is like a whole bunch of garbage.
Oh yeah. Well, I
But-
mean, I still haven't gotten to my point.
Oh, I just need
No,
just one. The,
okay,
just
go
a
for it,
quick
go for it.
aside, because K-pop has so much talent behind it.
Oh yeah.
that it's like, I want these boys these
To shine
these
worldwide.
boys to get like the appreciation.
Oh, yeah,
that
for
they
sure.
deserve every
Oh no, yeah, and it's I'm
Even if
glad. I'm glad BTS has become the poster
yeah,
boy.
and I can't
Because like K-pop hipsters aside, like BTS is a great band. Their first album blew my mind, and they will. I mean, like just when I'm like they
It's not
peak,
real.
You're not speaking loud enough for them. to pick you up.
it's as much like there will be albums where I'm like, oh, they'll never be good again, and then another album drops. I'm like, holy, you know what? I was wrong. There will be like, and it will just blow my mind.
wrong.
Yeah, like they're great. But going back to the anime thing, my problem with anime doing
Yeah.
is now, especially things like Ruby. It's like, but this exists.
Yeah.
This exists in a better form. Like people who watch Ruby and like that is my one of my favorite shows. I don't understand
Yeah.
because in my head, and this isn't me shitting on them. This is me like mentally like confused. Like, but this exists
This
in
is
a better format.
Yeah.
Like, and it's much more fluid, and there's more. It's more 3-dimensional in characters, storytelling, and it's weird seeing that group.
My only problem with Westerns is it, do I want, like, here's the two things I see. I was inspired by this. I want to make an anime in a Western. Ruby is, I want to make anime, but here.
Yeah.
And there are other things that, like, Avatar is, like, inspired by the ideas of anime, aside from, like, the story and the tropes in it.
Yeah.
It has a more inspirational style behind it where it's like,
It's its own thing.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
will admit that Avatar does have its own thing going for it, and that is admirable for it. But Ruby, you look at it, and it's Soul Eater.
Yeah.
And I could pull out of my ass
Soul Eater,
5 different shows, and I somehow could say they took this from this. And I mean, like, not to spit on the grave of a dead man, but I'm very confused why Rooster Teeth even okayed. Like, I get why they okayed it, but I am also like, who is
Bernie Burns is a
like?
money
I
hungry
wouldn't
son of
think
a.
there was a market for this to last this long. I would, if you had told me when Ruby came out that Ruby would last this long, I would have said bullshit.
Yeah.
I would never have thought, because I understand why Red versus Blue
There are
last.
so many Ruby fans.
Oh yeah,
So many. And it's like, and I realize why they like it, and they don't like it like for the same reason why we like anime or why like we like cartoons.
yeah.
Why we like TV shows. It's more like they like Rooster Teeth. Oh, look, Rooster Teeth likes a thing I like, and they're doing a thing I
Oh,
like.
okay.
But
So
Vince, they
it's-
sell Ruby in Japan.
We could
It
even-
is an anime.
even sell figures. Sorry, I was drowning in all that money. Rest in peace, Demolition D.
No, fucking, like, the people in the Ruby threads on 4chan is like, we know it's not a good show, but so don't say that. We're all in this together. It's like kind of like,
So they're an acknowledgement that it's not
yeah,
anything.
it's more like this product of like, I like the concept of these girls and these people, and I like the shipping side of it.
But then it's just commercialism.
It
The
is-
show.
It is. Ruby is just like this really weird commercialized thing, and it's like,
Oh my god.
yeah, dude.
Incredible.
Like I was. Yeah, it just blows me away how many people like.
Oh yeah, no,
Ruby.
and I'm with you there. I don't necessarily. It's just clearly not for me.
Maybe if I support it long enough, it'll eventually be good.
But here's the
See,
thing.
and I said the same thing about Dragon Ball Z, and here I am.
Here's the thing.
Oh, shit.
Ruby did this thing.
Wait, who would win, Goku or Son Goku?
Shut the fuck up.
That
Anyways,
episode's already up. Shut up.
I know, that's why I said it.
you want to know? You want to know a fun story? I was making the thumbnail for that, and Preston's like death battle, and I'm like, I wonder if they have like a vectored out PNG for that. And I
Of course
googled,
they do.
I've googled death battle PNG, and it's like, oh shit.
Oh,
and then I
shit,
started
dude.
making the thumbnail.
It
and,
looked so
and
good.
and I just looked at Preston. I'm like, this looks too real. What
Goku
the fuck?
versus Son Goku is the best death battle video.
No, but looking at Ruby, like, done this weird thing where it
Superman
started
versus
out-
Son of Krypton.
It was
It
choppy.
started
as-
out so shitty,
Yeah.
and then it's gotten to this place where everything looks pretty, but since Moniom tragically he passed away,
Yeah.
fights have
Who
gotten
remembers
different.
the trailers?
I do.
Oh, I do. Those trailers were. I
Fucking
will
the trailers
say
got
this,
me hard.
I will say this. Those trailers were cool.
There was a warning sign when the Yang trailer came out for Low or Yang.
Mm.
When I heard the voice acting.
Mm.
Hello?
Yeah, it's.
Are those the final voices?
I think it was a good decision to hire actual like VAs
for
and,
some roles. Yeah.
and anime actors who were.
actual VAs like Jessica Negri. She plays,
Listen, I even got irritated when they were like, and she's gonna play Super Sonico, and I was like, first off, Super Sonico is a nothing show. Second off, Jessica Negri really, and then I heard it and I went, yep, that's the nothing performance I expected. Like, I'm not gonna get on the case of you're just jealous because she's famous. No, I'm just like, give it to an actual VA. Give it to someone who actually
Yeah.
took acting classes and knows what to do. Don't give it to someone because they are popular.
Yeah.
Like, I would even say that with like actual actors. I hate it when they give it to like some of the Disney properties and like animation where they're like, and we gave it to this actor, and the actor's not really that great.
I feel like the few times
You know who was? Oh, sorry.
the few times I was okay was when they were doubling the Ghibli movies and they got Christian Bale and
Oh, but I think he was pretty
Fucking
good.
is-
no,
the-
I'm saying
It's
this
the.
one.
I know who you're talking
yeah.
about
Oh, no,
because I
he
was about
was-
to say that. It's the dirty guy from the space movie, Vince.
Space movie?
Yeah.
About.
Studio Ghibli movie.
I think I'm thinking of Bill.
Oh, on, dude.
Billy
You're- okay.
No, he's
From Interstellar, my dude.
I will say this, and I
Yeah.
love
Fucking look it
Kiki's.
up. Real.
Wait, are you?
Oh,
Hey man, Preston, I'm just gonna kind of
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You stop touching your fucking.
Sorry.
Stand. It's
Yeah.
bothering me.
sorry.
Yeah, my dude.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Oh
What
gosh,
dirty
what
guy?
anime was he in?
Fucking look it up, my dude.
What's it? What's the actor? What actor?
Interstellar.
Stellar.
All
He's dirty.
all right. Matthew McConaughey.
There you go.
What anime was that? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my dude.
All I'm thinking of though is Ponyo's dub, and they were like, "Let's give it to these small children who are related to these famous people," and I was like, "This sounds bad." My favorite.
Are you sure he was in an anime?
I think so.
Sure.
I might just be thinking
Oh,
of.
I feel like he was though. I feel like I've heard this. He was in a. He did some voice acting thing, and it was weird. Oh no! Do you know what he was
He
in?
was in Kubo.
He's in Kubo. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
Fucking.
He was
Hey,
fine
look,
in
I was
Kubo.
wrong. But,
What are you talking about?
but,
What are you talking about?
Hey, dude, let's watch Tales of Earthsea. It's terrible. The
Oh.
terrible movie that Goro
Oh.
Miyazaki made. I think Goro Miyazaki made the best boring movie ever that I like, solely because it's 1940s aesthetic and I love it. It's really good. I love Up on Poppy Hill. It is, I will admit, it is very dull. It's very.
Christian Bale as
We played Hal on Hal. I
hell.
knew that. Looking for the other voices.
Can y'all name all of Mark Hamill's anime roles?
Nope.
Anime?
Anime.
I actually don't.
He
I know
okay.
his
So
cartoon
he
roles.
was one of the big bads in the second Afro Samurai OVA. He was a jobber in Robotech Shadow Chronicles. He was the bad guy in the Ghibli movie.
He's really good at playing a bad guy, isn't he?
He's really good at
Billy
it.
Crystal.
Yes, he was. He was Calcifer. He's great.
Who was Ponya's dad?
Oh,
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
O'Brien.
He was the only good performance in that whole
I
thing.
mean, you're not wrong.
Arietti had the same problem where Arietti's performances felt very dry and uninteresting. I mean, Arietti is dry and uninteresting. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Did you talk
Fucking
about his
got
wife
him.
hitting a tree?
That is.
Hey, he made the Taken movie.
No, I think I said he. Too bad he did shit. Does bad movies.
Oh no, he does. He really does. He's a shell.
Actually, jokes aside, I think he just does movies now to like.
Stay out of the house
Forget.
and keep from falling into a deep depression?
Yeah.
Yes, probably.
I mean, I think there might be a portion of that, and it might be that,
Stop touching your
like,
mic
okay,
stand.
a lot of actors.
Stop
that-
touching your mic stand.
Okay, a lot of actors.
Express yourself.
A lot of actors.
Express
It's how to express. A lot of
Touching the
actors.
microphone.
Oh my gosh. A lot of actors
Yes.
get to that point in their career where they have already gotten the accolades. They've already been told how great they are. Cool. I want to just have. Great example. Walken. Christopher Walken
Wow.
started out and was a serious actor. He did very serious roles. He got
Batman.
accolades, got awards. He was told constantly. He got all these like, "Oh, you're really good at this," and then he was like, "Cool, I'm gonna do comedies now. I'm not gonna do serious roles anymore." And he just does comedies now.
That's why he did Click
Yeah, he just does things like that
for fun.
for fun.
He's kind of like side characters and just like
Yeah,
goofy
he
roles.
He'll do goofy roles because he's like, I don't have anything. I don't need to prove anything.
And he goes, wow.
Christopher Walken on Man on Fire. Plays the assistant to Denzel Washington.
I haven't seen Man on Fire in so
No,
long.
it's not Denzel Washington. It's the other famous.
I
black
haven't,
man.
like, I don't remember anything in that
Dakota
movie.
Fanning,
I know what it
kidnapped.
is. I just don't remember anything about it.
It's a good movie.
It is. It's a very good movie.
I really like that movie. Watched
I
it
remember
multiple
liking that
times.
movie. I can't tell you why.
Denzel.
I've seen way too
Oh
many
shit, that's a
movies.
really good movie.
Yeah, Denzel Washington and Christopher Walken.
Oh, dude, I keep forgetting I have this.
What?
We need to watch Whispers of the Heart.
He has that bullet that he saves for that guy.
Good. What a good movies.
Yeah, but
Hey man, it's Oscar time. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh.
dun, dun, dun. The Oscars were right
I
now.
don't
Oscar
care.
nominees.
I don't
Nominations
care.
came
Don't
out.
Care, don't care.
Logan
don't
got
care.
nominated for one
One
fucking
thing, and I was like, oh.
But a movie that makes you cry can't win.
we're not gonna.
It's not even that. It's that it was beautifully shot. It was beautifully executed. It was the best Western of this year.
So best picture we got. Let's see how many of these movies have you seen,
And
Preston?
But
what?
he's not a cowboy.
Preston, how many of these movies have you seen? Best picture, Call Me by Your Name. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Darkest Hour.
Nope.
Dunkirk.
Nope.
Get Out.
Yes.
I have not seen that.
I have it on VOD. We come on.
Have you not-
Ladybird.
Nope.
I want to see that too.
I heard that was
Phantom
good.
Nope.
Thread. Post.
I saw
wanna
that.
see that too.
I saw the commercials for Phantom Thread.
The
I thought it
post
was
looks
dumb.
interesting. I do want to see the.
The Shape of Water.
I want to see that.
Good movie.
The billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
I also
wanna
wanna see that.
I want to see
Never
that.
heard
I
of
want to
it.
see like majority of the movie on the list. I haven't seen any of those movies. I feel like this way every year when I see Oscar nominations.
It's a money thing, my dude. It's
Well,
always
why
a money
don't we
thing.
go see art films?
Because
I wanted to see The Shape of. I thought that looked genuinely interesting.
It's an amazing movie.
I've heard.
but let's get to the
I want Guillermo del Toro to make good movies.
let's get to the part that Matt
Animation.
animated feature
Let's
films.
do it.
So this blew my mind. Not top of the list.
Okay.
The Boss Baby.
It should win. It's not going to.
It's a really good movie.
It's very well animated.
The Breadwinner.
Is it very well animated or just a good movie in general?
Very well animated, very good story.
The Breadwinner. Remind me what The Breadwinner is?
Let's Google that shit.
Is that an independent film? independent
It
animation?
probably is because I don't think Disney, DreamWorks, or Sony had their money in that. Or Illumination.
So what was Boss Baby about then?
Breadwinner
It's
is
wonderful.
Looks foreign. It is very foreign. Not super foreign because Angelina Jolie did the dubby thing.
It's probably a
Did
G
Ghost in the
Kids
Shell.
production.
After her father, Nurulaha, I pronounced that wrong, is unjustly arrested, Ravana, a girl in a Taliban-controlled Afghanistan, must dress as a boy so she can work, support her
Ooh.
mother, and
It's not Mulan.
it's yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Coco, which I need to see.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. I haven't heard bad things.
I've heard good things, but I don't want Disney to win again.
I don't understand how the fuck this ended up on here. Fernandad.
Does it get good reviews?
I don't fucking care.
Look it up. I want to see. Dude, I wanted to ironically see that movie, and you keep snubbing me.
Unironically,
Ironically. I said ironically.
I
Go
don't
back.
wanna
Listen to
see
the tape.
that.
I wanted to see that movie because
What the hell?
What?
Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. I trust IMDb stars.
Oh, don't trust IMDb.
What's happening, Preston?
Oh. Wrestler wife tweeted.
70% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty decent. That's
Critic score 49.
Oh. Nope. That's split.
Loving Vincent.
Oh, it's
I
the
love you
story of
too,
your
buddy.
life.
Oh, it's a film about Vincent Van Gogh, and it's done in. his
Oh,
style.
I heard it was really dull and artsy fartsy from a lot of people, and
Oh
they
my
were
God,
like,
just
"Don't
like-
watch it."
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 83%. It is certified fresh.
So is The Last Jedi.
Oh, shit!
Hi, my name's
Got him.
Preston, and I want to be hated on the internet.
God, there's no anime on here. I'm surprised.
I thought Marie Watches Over Us was on there.
Is it? I don't see it. I see Boss Baby, The Breadwinner.
Oh,
Coco,
you know
Fernandad,
why
Loving
anime isn't
Vincent.
on there? I'll tell you why anime isn't
I was
on there.
expecting your name to be at least be on there this year.
Because here's my deal,
Yes.
and this has been my deal since 2016.
All right.
Princess Kaguya
Mm-hmm.
is easily one of the greatest things to come out of Ghibli in a decade. I will say that about them right now. It is Sao Takahata's greatest work.
Blade Runner got a nod.
Oh, good. It's a great movie.
Cinematography.
It's beautiful. Though I think Logan had better cinematography, but that's just me.
It's true.
That's just my opinion. But I'm not dissing Blade Runner 2049. Had beautiful cinematography. That being said, Princess Kaguya, if you can read what the judges say about each individual thing. Well, one that year was some Pixar, I think it was Big Hero 6, which is an okay movie. It's okay.
True.
It's just
It's
okay.
pretty good.
Princess Kaguya moved me to tears
Wind
It is
made
beautiful
made me cry too.
and wonderful. That being said, Wind Rises was not nominated that year.
It was. I told you.
Look it up. It's not.
I told you to.
I remember the nominations for when Princess Kaguya was nominated. It was not on the nomination list. It may have been announced another year, but it was not on the same card as Princess Kaguya.
Oh, it came out after.
Yeah,
I thought they came out the same. Did
they were being worked on at the same time.
Did they come out in the same time in Japan?
They might have.
I think that's
no,
what-
yes, that's what it was. Because Wind Rises got a theatrical release here
In
first,
2014.
and then yeah.
And then Kaguya did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Princess Kaguya,
I just remember seeing it and going, "Oh, this looks pretty," and I
It's-
never watched it.
I have it right here. It's gorgeous and wonderful, and I think it's better than The Wind Rises. That being said,
Hey man.
no, Wind Rises is a great movie. Princess Kaguya is better. In my opinion,
In your humble opinion.
in my humble opinion,
HMO.
you can read the notes that people say about each movie. What killed me about the animation one, and animation is such an important thing to me as
It
far
is.
as like that's probably the few things that kept.
That's why Boss Baby is amazing.
But they wouldn't watch them, and they also like a lot of people didn't watch them, and and even the best pictures. If you go to the best pictures, sometimes they go like, I didn't see it. Do your job. Your job is to watch a movie and say if it's good or not. You just have to sit down. Do your job. 1. 2, they were like, oh, I didn't want to watch this Chinese shit. There was one that was like, I didn't want to vote for this Chinese garbage. I was like, 1, Japanese. 2, fuck you. That movie's gorgeous. Also, they said the same thing about not The Secret of the Kells, but it was done by the same director. It's that Irish animation team. And they did another movie that was along kind of the same art style as Secret of the Kells, and I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. They're also like, I'm not going to watch that anime Chinese bullcrap. And I'm like, that wasn't Chinese. That was in Ireland. You doomcough.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of people who are like,
why do we listen to these? Their opinions are invalid. They don't even watch the things they vote for. And you know what's going to win? And not because it's a good movie. Even though it's a good movie. Get Out's a good movie. Get Out's going to win not because it's the movie. It's a political thing. It's always a political thing.
That's why. That's
why I
dude.
hate about award films.
Oh, my dude, it's a money thing.
but there's
Whoever can buy out
I
the
bet
award.
you someone's going to vote Get Out and say, I didn't see it.
So here's the thing.
Someone's going to say it. Because they're going to go, well, everyone's going to vote for Get Out, so I'm going to vote for Get Out. I didn't watch it, but I respect the director and I respect his vision. And that's what it's going to be.
My whole thing is there was 1 year where I had conflicted interest on it. Like, it won for a political statement, but at the same time, it was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And it was Zero Dark 30, and I was like... Because, like...
It feels gross, doesn't it?
Because, like, that's a really good movie, and I'm glad that it won. I'm glad she won another Academy Award for Best Movie, for Best Film.
Mm.
But at the same time, I think Michelle Obama came out and, like, said the nomination, or said the winner, and I was like... you guys are trying to make a big statement here.
And that's what the Oscars are. They're a statement. It's a political statement, and it's by a bunch of people who protect and defend monsters. Hollywood. They are the reason Woody Allen isn't behind fucking bars. Like the degenerate scum he is.
Or allegedly Brian's.
Yeah, no, you're right. I like Bryan Singer's movies. I think Bryan Singer's a piece of shit.
I love the people who say like with Bill Cosby and all these people, and like they're like, I can't enjoy him anymore. Excuse me. You can still enjoy the work.
Yeah.
It's just know that person is a monster. It's still funny. Like Dave Chappelle said it best when he
love the art, hate the artist.
Yeah. Like I still like
Van Gogh was a crazy person.
I still love Bryan
and
Singer's,
a stalker.
All the movies he's done, everything he's done. But that man is a sexual just deviant who allegedly touches allegedly or underage, not children, underage.
Yeah.
But
oh no, it's not until death that people go, well, maybe it wasn't so bad.
Maybe.
Because that's what happened to Michael Jackson.
Allegedly.
I mean, yeah, allegedly.
Damn it, Preston. Stop pushing the mic stand. Tape your hands behind your back.
Hollywood and the Oscar, it's a joke. And like, I don't think I can ever look at it the same way until I read an article. It was written by Woody Allen's daughter, describing in detail everything that happened. I'm not going to go in. You can just go look up the article. You'll find it. It's a pretty easy find. And there are people all over Hollywood that just allow it. And Woody Allen is a drop in the fucking sea, dude. He is one among many of these people who have gained popular game power. And oh boy, they can do whatever the fuck they want. And these political statements, look what we did. We put this film on a pedestal because we know this minority or this political movement or this or that. They need a pedestal. Yeah, you know what you need? Silver bracelets and a prison cell.
I'm curious if they're gonna do if we're gonna do what they did where the women come out. Wait, there's like this weird thing where it's like, yeah, it's cool we're talking about it, but at the same time, I want like the Golden Girls.
Well,
About
the
it.
women, they're talking about it among the guys who are still getting away with it.
Yeah, I know. I
and
understand.
it's fucked up.
It's just like I want like a little in between, but I wonder if they're gonna do that with the Academy Awards, where they're gonna
Make a political, because they have to remind
just-
us that we're not the bad guys.
not just a political.
We're not the bad guys.
Not just a political statement, but like, are they gonna do that thing where someone's gonna talk about like sexual assault for like 5? Oh,
Yeah, and everyone stares awkwardly at like half the room that they know sexually assaulted them.
yeah.
Like, fuck off. Like, literally fuck off. It's ridiculous.
I mean, there is a gray area with the whole sexual assault thing,
What is the gray area? I'm
like
curious.
with the Al Franken thing and stuff like that. I like just like what is sexual assault, but playing around and then things that were misconstrued. Full on, like there's a difference between Harvey Weinstein and Al Franken. Would you agree?
I'd agree with that.
Where it's like
I still think Al Franken should have been careful.
he should have.
He fucked up. He's dumb.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
It was dumb. But like, go back maybe like to. I know it was a different era at the time, but go back like sometimes like shit like that used to always happen. Yeah, we've grown as people, but it's like this weird thing where it's like,
But it's okay. It's really dangerous to say, oh, but it happened all the time then. Yeah, it happened all the time then, and no one listened.
yeah,
I'm
not
talking about.
I'm talking about like sexual assault.
No,
I'm
I know
talking
what you
about
mean.
like how men used to treat women,
Women.
and stuff, like, or like to slap on the ass, and where it's just kind of like
I wouldn't.
it was like I know. It's like such a gray little thin line.
It's not as gray as you think. I'm afraid.
But there were instances where if a
I will
guy
say,
did that to
if
a
you're
woman,
talking about societal norms, yes, to some extent, sexual harassment
Yes.
was kind
Yes.
of a societal
Yes.
norm.
Yes,
But
but we didn't call it sexual harassment. We
We
called it
just-
playing around.
called it, fooling around.
Fooling
or
around.
Just fooling around, just
Yeah.
joking. Still not okay. I would say. You know what's really not okay? Being Enzo Amore.
Oh shit! You just helped me transition. Sorry, I was messaging you.
No, I thought you were looking for a transition, so
I would have tongued
so
shit all night.
let's-
Hold on. I have we'll get you set up on
All
your
right.
205 screen. All right, 205 theme.
well,
go.
before we go 205,
Well, wait,
let's
we'll do
let's-
it. We'll do it at the end.
Okay.
Run through 205
All right.
to Raw or to SmackDown. Go.
Okay, so 205, Enzo Amore is no longer 5 for reasons I will talk about in detail later. Daniel Bryan comes out, says, "Hey, Enzo Amore is now champion. His title's been relinquished. We're gonna figure out what to do." But he announces that a GM for 205, which you and I both were like, "This is the best idea they can do."
That is true.
For 205, he's gonna be a representation of the cruiserweight division, and he or she will decide how the champion dealt with. I'm guessing tournament, and I'm guessing GM's either Gold Duds or someone who isn't getting a lot of work or has been restricted to be active, kind of like how Daniel Bryan was given the after, which I think age. Even though I don't know what they're gonna do with her with absolutions, but that's besides the point. First match is between a team of 3 luchadors: Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and I cannot remember the new guy's name. It was amazing.
Like some Tiger Mask.
Yeah, he looked like Tiger Mask. He was great. He dabs on TJP. Kalisto does a full dab. It's the highlight of the night. Match was really good, really solid.
highlight
It was
of
a
my
good
night.
start for definitely what was, I think, a 205 we went into going, let's see how this fares without the Zoe train. Because the Zoe train has, whether you like it or not, been driving the plot, so to speak. Next match is the continuing arc of Hideo Itami and
Yes.
the gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Which is really weird.
It's it's the one angle that I don't get the point of quite yet.
Me neither.
I'm waiting for it to make sense. but it was a okay match. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't necessarily memorable. I don't know if this is trying to get Hideo Itami over, which I don't understand why you'd need to get Hideo Itami over. He got over in NXT. Like, he's already established. I don't.
All right, speaking of NXT.
Wait, no.
No, you have more on
No, we
205?
have one more on 205.
Okay.
And
that last match!
205, the one thing they needed. The one thing they need is they needed something to remind the audience this is why you watch the show. Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander was fire. It was that match was
fucking good.
so good,
'Cause-
and it had
yeah.
you and I were both just going, like we just like there were moves and we just go, oh my god,
Like, there was points
Or
where
is
I was
he
like,
alive?
wait, is Cedric Alexander not going to win?
yeah, like it really kept you on your feet. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander, I say it again and again, they are two of the best in-ring performers right now. Like, they are what's carrying 205, and they need to utilize them more like that because that was
It was amazing.
it was really good. NXT.
All right, here we go.
NXT started with
An in.
I'm trying to think of the
Oh, I
hype.
didn't switch the graphics to NXT.
Oh.
NXT, there, NXT.
All right, so NXT, it was a build-up match for the upcoming pay-per-view this Saturday.
In
Philadelphia, NXT Takeover Philadelphia.
I mean, they did a tour there. They're probably.
Yeah, they're doing a tour there. It was very interesting. It was kind of did promos with different people. The last match was pretty good. It was a first contenders match. It was whoever wins this match would be have a match with Andrade Cien Almas, who's the current NXT. It was Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black. Johnny Gargano beats Aleister Black. Really solid match. Really good match. Had a lot of high points. Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler have a one-on-one with each other. Shayna Baszler showing how just like an great villain she is.
Yes.
She's just so nonchalant, and so she sounds honest every time she says something, and she just spits venom, but it's in such like there's so much sincerity to it. A lot of feeding matches. It was like Authors of Pain murder two guys, and Bianca Belair murders even the crowd was going, "Let's go, Jobber."
That was weird. That was really
Like,
weird.
they knew what it was. We all knew what it was. It was kind of odd. It definitely was an episode that was hyping up another
Yes.
and
I just- quick
takeovers,
aside.
everything's a title match. All the NXT title belts are on the line.
Quick aside, did you go back and watch Raw 25?
I did.
Okay. Are you done with NXT?
I am done with
All
NXT.
right, all right. Ramping about NXT.
All right. All in all, really good. It made me excited for NXT Takeover Philadelphia. I'm really excited
All
to
right,
watch
Raw,
it
let's go.
Saturday. It's
Raw
really,
25. Undertaker
do
came
you-
in and talked.
Do you know what's really weird about Raw 25?
What?
That it was the lowest show.
This week?
This was my low point of this week. There was
Next to SmackDown.
next to SmackDown. I would say SmackDown entertained me more.
Which I did not watch this week.
Raw 25.
I
I
actually never watched it.
Yeah, because I know you're not a big fan, and I understand why. And I'll get on. There were things that were there, and I will talk about that were jarring, and I was like, guys, come on. Raw 25 was member berries the show. Austin comes out. Evil Mr. McMahon's there. They have the moment you expect. It's Austin, leave me alone. Oh, I'm old and weary. Oh, okay. And then, drinks a beer with them and Stone Cold stuns them.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's exactly how I thought it would
Flips them
start.
off.
Flips them off, which the cameraman is really trying hard to get that out of frame. It's very obvious that they were like, oh, this is TV PG. It was. Then it's a women's tag team match. It's probably the only good match that night. every match was nothing. The big title match was the two big matches were that they hyped up were the Miz versus Roman Reigns. There we go. The and quote from Roman Reigns, the greatest in-ring performer right now,
Yes.
which is not true in the slightest, not even for WWE. Miz wins, which I was like, good. And then I was like, oh no, because it probably means he's going to get a title shot and get the Universal Championship from Brock Lesnar. I think that's what they're going to build it up towards.
Hold on, I need to stop you.
Yeah.
Fucking Crunchyroll.
No,
Continue.
no, sir.
That's true. That's a thing.
Undertaker comes out, says cryptic things, and leaves. And
Might be at Royal Rumble.
might be at Royal Rumble. There's rumors that he's gonna come back to wrestling. I don't know if that's true. He is an old man. He is 50. He did lose weight. He doesn't have the gut anymore, or at least it wasn't visible.
The
So
undergut.
Maybe he's coming back. I don't know. I'm not trying to like fat shame him. I'm just like, okay, he's in better shape. I'm just, what's going on? Everything it's between two different shows. It's between two different cities, and they're simulcasting it. It's mostly just, hey, remember me? I'm here. Hey, remember me? I'm here. And it's fine. It's fine. It's good fan service, but that's it. Nothing really interesting happens beyond, hey, we're here. Just nothing matches. There's a Matt Hardy.
What
and
did Dwayne do?
Dwayne wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there. Then
Wasn't even there.
Oh fuck. Okay. Wasn't he supposed to be there?
There were a few people that were announced on the commercial that didn't come. Kevin Nash was one of them too.
All right.
Yeah, like some people just
How
didn't.
was the fucking X?
Oh, D-Generation X.
How was their match?
They didn't wrestle.
Oh, they wrestled.
They kind of did. So like
They didn't wrestle. They wrestled.
they assisted. They assisted. It was fine. It was fun. That was probably the biggest highlight for me, was seeing D-Generation X.
All right. Final thoughts. Oh,
Raw 25 is okay.
SmackDown.
Okay. SmackDown was pretty good. It's kind of a debate whether it was on this, if Raw or SmackDown won. I'm kind of like this with each one. I would say SmackDown had a lot of highs, positives. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens stories, legitimately interesting. I'm enjoying their plot line. The New Day team up with Bobby Roode and have shenanigans. And then Rusev Day comes to spoil the fun with Jinder Mahal. And that was a great match. Probably. And it's probably my favorite match of the night. My lows are some of the stuff just kind of irked me the wrong way. And one thing in particular comes to mind. That was Shinsuke Nakamura's match with Baron Corbin, which I love Shinsuke.
Did Shinsuke lose again?
No, it wasn't even that.
Did he lose again?
Oh, he lost.
Damn
It
it.
ends on a DQ, but I want to discuss something, and this touches on something we were talking about. So Shinsuke Nakamura puts on a, he
yes.
always does. He's fighting Baron Corbin. Baron
It's true.
Corbin's decent. I would say he's mid tier.
I don't know who Baron Corbin is.
If I showed you a picture, you go, oh, that guy.
I'll Google
Like
him
he's
I'll Google him while you talk.
okay. He's all right. The match keeps going, and finally you're like, oh, Shinsuke's gonna do King Shasa, and he's setting up his signature. You're like, oh my gosh.
You've been looking at him. I vaguely know.
Yeah. And he's that kind of guy.
Is
Like,
he part
I'll
of the-
forget Baron Corbin
Is he part of the
exists.
Shield?
No.
Okay.
Randy Orton
Oh.
RKO's Shinsuke.
All right.
RKO's Baron Corbin.
All right.
And then the whole rest of the match is just him going, look what I did. And that's it.
So that.
Shins- It was almost like, do you know what it was like? It was like the Stone Cold Stunner moment where it's like, oh, Like, I don't know if you ever had that moment with Stone Cold, but I did it with a few matches I watched in the past where I went, well, I wanted to see this guy win. But no, Stone Cold wins and ends on a DQ. Thanks, Stone Cold.
That's what we wanted.
That's what I wanted. I didn't want to see Mick Foley rise to the top. No. WWE needs to get their shit together with Shinsuke. Like, here they are. No, here's my thing. They keep touting this New Japan angle without saying New Japan. They're like, look, we have Bullet Club, but it's called Balor Club. Look, we have all these guys from New Japan. You like New Japan, right? You like Kenny Omega. We don't have Kenny Omega, but we have other guys. You have one of their top stars.
A few of them.
Shinsuke Nakamura was one of their biggest guys. And you're like, you do nothing. I will say this.
Hey, nobody
Raw
wants to watch a
25
stupid Chinese guy.
Racist.
Man, that's
Racist.
bringing it back
Really
around to
racist.
before.
Raw 25, I
Stop
would
it.
say, won over SmackDown, and that SmackDown had a match that legitimately made me angry. Where I actually yelled at my TV and went, that's not fair. No, CZ did, though.
I wasn't. I was not home to hear this catastrophe
But, yeah, I would say the winner,
this week.
205. 205 won.
All right, so get back to
So,
talking about
let's talk about Enzo. Let's discuss what this
Enzo Amore.
this dropped a couple days ago.
Bada bing, bada boom. Number one rapist,
Rapist in the room. How you doing?
How you doing?
So
Jacob, if you're not informed, you know. Yes. Every time. You know what we're talking about?
Who's showing you him?
He's always been hurt.
You can pull up a
He has a
picture.
Zoe
You have
club.
yeah.
I do. I have the power.
Enzo Amore was a Twitter user, and I don't have the info in front of me.
Oh,
unfortunately.
that guy.
This guy's
yeah.
a rapist.
Okay, first off,
There's no allegedly
It's-
to this.
oh, is it? There's
there's no-
evidence, but there's also evidence to the contrary. Apparently, everyone's written it
hey.
as her best friend, but it sounds like it's a friend and
In
that they're not
America,
friends
he's
anymore.
innocent until proven guilty.
Someone posted a video or showed texts and said, "Look, she texted my friend saying like bragging about sleeping with Enzo Amore and stuff like that." I don't know. Like again, you can fabricate texts. I'm not saying anyone's lying on one side or the other. I'm saying this isn't evidence enough to go, "Oh, she's a liar and she's making this up." What we know
Yes.
is this.
What do we know? Preston?
She was in a mental hospital and had to get she was sent to the hospital and then sent to a not mental hospital, a rehab. Sorry. And someone in the hospital reported to the police about sexual assault, that someone had been sexually assaulted
By Enzo Amore.
and was later that it was Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore's
Eric Andrade.
huh?
I'm
Eric
6'1", in case anybody was curious.
Eric
Ardent.
Ardent.
Eric Ardent.
Yeah. And Mr. He was in
Damn, we got a
he was in the
6'3"
area to
big
see
boy.
a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert where she was also in. And so the times match up. There are reports that she did have that there were something happened. They're also doing a DNA test. The only evidence for the contrary so far that I've seen is this friend
This
or
quote-unquote
ex-friend who put out this video. You can watch the video. It's pretty easy to find. I watched the whole thing. One thing that's bothering me from either side, because a lot of people are getting mad because they fired him. They fired him not because of the rape allegations. They suspended him because of the rape allegations. They fired him because they found out through social media about the rape allegation, not from from Eric
Or
himself. Yeah, like
Or
Mr.
any of his
Yeah, no one informed him. Like, no one went to Triple H. No one went
They
to
said,
Vince.
hey, these things might become.
Yeah,
Hello.
like he didn't say, "Hey, look, I didn't do this, but there's allegations." Like he did not disclose anything. He got fired because.
I think since he didn't say anything about it, they might be true allegations because,
It does look really bad if he doesn't say anything.
like, if
From what I understand, he knew about them ahead of time. Like as much.
Are you allegedly kidding?
And I want to say this: Enzo Amore outside the ring
Hold on.
sounds like a pretty trash human being.
Hold on. Hey, if there's any lawyers out there with the WWE or Enzo Amore, allegedly, like they're good.
Yeah.
Nah, shit, dude. He did it.
What my problem is that not so much that ZZ was like, I think ZZ was like, oh man, I think he did. I'm more on the line of, even if he didn't do it, he still messed up. He still went about this the wrong way. He didn't disclose. He didn't disclose to his company. Like, yeah, they made the right decision.
The thing is, maybe that's what, because he's been out for a couple weeks just on like injuries and like,
Yeah,
being,
dude,
quote
he
unquote, sick.
keeps getting injured. He is a bad in-ring performer. He is a mic. That is it. They should have put him in a manager's position. He is a better.
How much you want to bet he was going to become a manager?
Oh, I have no doubt.
I mean, he needs
think
to stop
would have been,
doing
like,
heroin
a good
first.
like handler for Drew Gulak. But my problem is, give him to someone who doesn't. Not Drew Gulak. I'm sure they were gonna push him onto Drew Gulak.
Gulag's
I
gonna
don't want
be-
him to.
It was so weird. Seeing what's some of the two guys in the Zod train that aren't Gulag.
Oh, Tony Nese
Tony
and
Nese and-
Avi Navari.
Seeing him, those two come out with TJP, the three-way
Yeah.
match, and 3 tag team match, and I was just like, oh, it's just like watching a corpse.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely made it their own. I would say that match was was really fun. I enjoyed it, but
Yeah, just watching
it was like a weird reminder. It was like, oh, I think if anything, Drew Gulak is the new Enzo. He is the new
I can't wait.
voice. Yeah, and he should be. He's
I
great.
Can't wait for him to become the new driving force. Didn't we say Gulag's Gulag? Or
Yeah,
something like
Gulak's Gulag.
that? He's gonna do something good. I'd assume he is.
But it's with the Enzo thing. It's terrible and awful. And if it's true, and I don't, it's awful. And no matter what, it was the right decision to get rid of him.
I'm sad. He has to go.
He's a
Yeah.
good mic.
He was one of the reasons I watched 205.
Mm.
I remember starting 205 going, oh my god, what the fuck are
Yeah.
we gonna do? So a lucha match and
Mm.
JP.
And he brought a spike to 205's viewing. I think it was a 2-point spike, something like that. It was something crazy.
And that last match with can't remember the names. You better with names.
Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander and
Yeah, Mustafa Ali. He's not
Mustafa
Indian.
Ali. He's
That brown
Muslim.
guy.
He's Muslim. Yeah, the Muslim Mustafa Ali. Well,
I mean,
just
he's Palestinian.
he's something from that
But I mean, like
area of,
he's
like,
from the U.S. Like
yeah, but
he was.
nationality.
Yeah, but like his
Is
yeah.
American.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no. He's
But
great.
Just watching that match, like, I'm glad it was at the end. Like this slow build.
This is why I watch the show.
There was only one part, and it was British dude.
I don't know why they keep pushing it. I think
don't
they
know
need
what
to
that
find a
gimmick
new.
is.
They need to find a new gimmick for Gallagher, and they need to find some new angle for him because I just don't think Vengeance Man works for him.
But that last match, like hey kids, wrestling's fake. Me and Preston.
Mhm.
Fake wrestling isn't real. We don't watch it for that. We watch it for matches go.
We
And
want to
sometime-
root for our heroes,
and,
for
and
sure.
sometimes you can tell who's gonna win a match just based on
Who they are.
who they are.
Like
and what's
Roman
going on.
Reigns is
Roman
going to
Reigns,
win.
or whenever Asuka's there, she's most likely going to win. Or a DQ is going to happen because shenanigans.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like there are some times where it's like this person's problem.
Don't touch it, Anna.
But like I don't be. But this match, like one of the few times where you're watching it, I legit don't know who's gonna win this.
Yeah.
Because they're both of the wrestlers are just things.
And they're both like on the same level.
Yeah, just like on the performance, where like the performance is leading you. Like, is Mustafa Ali gonna win?
Oh
this?
yeah, it was bizarre.
Is he gonna win? Oh my god, he might win. Didn't win, and then like you're like, and then like
And
the
then they
match is
end it,
over.
and they're like in friendship, and it was so, and like that's what wrestling's all about right there. That whole match, like when people are like, why do you watch wrestling? It's that. It's those moments. It's that. Oh my gosh, this is like a lot of people. I use ZZ's K-pop interest a lot, but ZZ got into K-pop because she was like, what I liked about anime, I found in K-pop, and to a much broader extent. I found the same thing with wrestling, where everything that I loved about wrestling, or everything I loved about anime, I find in wrestling, and I find it more engaging in wrestling, I would say.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of why I liked Tokusatsu. I still like Tokusatsu. Die Ranger for life, guys. Yeah.
Cat.
Because he's white. Not color.
What are you
What the
talking
fuck,
about?
Jacob? Trying
What?
to end the podcast?
Are
You gotta
you-
drop some racism.
Because he's white, not like green or yellow or anything.
It's a little boy.
Did he
The
accidentally
boy.
bleach his clothes?
It's a little boy.
He's a child.
It's a little boy.
Yeah, what the fuck, Jacob?
Probably gonna watch episodes of it tonight.
Yes, he's asleep. Oh, you're gonna be in a room. No, he's going. He's staying the night here.
12. Okay.
So, that was the Respect My Opinion, a
Mhm.
podcast where we respect each other. We have conversations. We don't
Or
shit
don't.
on people. Because that's all people do these days, is shit on people's opinions and say you're wrong. And this podcast...
By the way, Jacob, you're wrong.
It's okay. You're a terrible gamer.
we don't shit on opinions here. Good night, everyone.
And now for something completely different.